What I've heard about them as a couple is that they've been living separate lives for a very long time. So they together, but they living separate.
So it looks like things are not going so well between Beyonce and Jay Z, because word on the street is she filed for divorce, and this time she actually leaving him. The rumors about this divorce have actually been lurking around for a little while now, but this time there's actually confirmation of it, and the details are even messier than we thought. It turns out that prior to Beyonce actually filing for this divorce, she had given Jay Z some very strict rules to follow after he cheated on her. She made it clear to him that he would have to either follow those rules or she would pack up and leave with the kids. To make matters even worse, Beyonce wasn't even aware of what he was getting up to with Diddy until the details of Diddy's arrest started coming out. In fact, when Diddy got arrested, a source from Beyonce's camp said the arrest had caused some drama between Jay and Beyonce and that she wanted a divorce. From the looks of it, she found out about his ties to Diddy when the details came out, and she ain't won no parts. The tea was spilled by the popular Twitter page NT Lawyer when they tweeted a two for today for Jay Z. He met with a criminal defense attorney and a divorce attorney. Hashtag Sean Diddy Combs, hashtag Jay Z. And even aside from the divorce, it looked like Jay was also worried about possibly getting incriminated, and that's allegedly why he met with the defense attorney too. To make matters even worse, the messy YouTube blogger Storm Monroe also got on his podcast and reveals that he had some inside tea about Beyonce preparing herself for Jay's downfall. According to Storm, his source told him that this divorce is the reason why Beyonce been pushing out so many projects. She trying to stack up as much money as she can before it all goes down, allegedly.
And part of the reason why they're already living separate lives, and we may actually see one of the biggest divorces in Hollywood, is because Jay-Z is up next to be exposed. And it's only so much of these stories that Jay-Z can, he can pay off or he can block. He won't be able to stop this. And she knows it, and he knows it too. As far as who's gonna be the breakout victim / story, I don't know. Yeah, I might have to ask Jason Lee. I don't know. But I'm just letting you know that once that comes out and Jay-Z is exposed for his nefarious past, you're gonna see Beyonce divorce him. Okay, and she may or may not do an interview, but you're gonna their publicist is gonna release something. She's gonna say, "Oh, the Carters have been separated for some time. They built this beautiful life, blah 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 blah." Now, before all this happens, we may get another tour. We may get another album out of both of them. I don't know, because at the end of the day, they about their money first. They're gonna do what's best for business first. As far as Beyonce is concerned, do she love him? I mean, he's really all that she knows.
And a lot of people believe this because Beyonce been working triple overtime these last few months, and she suddenly went from being on a break to releasing her own clothing line with Adidas, which has been discontinued because of low sales, released an album in 2022, went on a world tour in 23, released her own movie that same year, released a hair care line in 24, released another album again in 24, released a tequila brand in 24 too, performed at the halftime show, and is now reportedly preparing for another stadium tour this year. I don't know about y'all, but Beyonce has rushed to put out this many projects within such a short amount of time. People think the reason why she's pushing all this stuff out is because something big is about to happen that's gonna make people side-eye her. And get this, y'all, just a few weeks ago when Diddy and Jay Z were being sued for allegedly touching a 13-year-old girl, Beyonce's mother, Miss Tina Knowles, fueled the divorce allegations when she got on Instagram and decided to show her support for Jay getting exposed by liking a post about the lawsuit. The worst part is she didn't even try to do no damage control by using the "I got hacked" excuse. She meant it and didn't even bother to explain herself afterward. People speculated at the time that the reason why Miss Tina was celebrating Jay's arrest was because he allegedly manipulated Beyonce into being with him when she was just 16 and he was pushing 30. In fact, it's been rumored that even before Jay set his eyes on Beyonce, he was allegedly messing with Foxy Brown when she was just 15 and allegedly gave her an STD and made her terminate her pregnancy.
Yeah, Foxy deaf. She deaf because she had the syphilis because she never got on a venereal disease treated. Y'all should go back and talk to all of them. she slept with in Philly when she was in Philly. She burned every last one of them.
Right after this alleged relationship with Foxy, he turned his attention to Beyonce when she was just 16 and made a move on her. Apparently, they were initially just friends, but once she turned 18, he started going harder with his advances and eventually got into a relationship with her. Mind you, Beyonce never really had a social life growing up. She was tied into her career right from when she was a teen and only had one boyfriend while she was in high school. And people think that this is the reason why Beyonce stayed after Jay cheated on her. He's the only man she's ever known since she was 18. Her entire career is centered around that man, and she's built a whole family with him. She's never known what it was like to be a woman of her own without him in the picture.
Same. Like how? I feel like she never got to experience life with the different types of people, and the fact that he was so old, low-key, I feel like the only way she expresses herself is through her music.
People also believe that this is probably why B couldn't bring herself to leave Jay when he cheated, because she was always used to him being in her life. That was until a few days ago when a source came out and revealed that Beyonce was actually ready to leave Jay when he cheated, but she decided to change her mind and stay with him under some conditions. Apparently, she had laid out some rules for him to follow if he wanted to stay married to her, and of course, he agreed to it because he ain't want to lose Beyonce. The source said, Jay's ultimately very grateful that she didn't give up on him back in the day, the insider alleged, so he shows his respect by following her rules. He used to go out with the boys all the time, but that's off limits. And Beyonce doesn't like him having one-on-ones with his female talents. The source who spoke to In Touch Weekly said, Jay Z and Beyonce go to therapy and prioritize date nights to reconnect as a couple. They work hard to make their marriage work, and they're in a healthier place since Beyonce put her foot down. But clearly these rules were not enough to keep that man out of trouble, because once this mess with Diddy came out, Beyonce allegedly found some things she apparently didn't know, and now she wants a divorce. Some people claim Beyonce knew everything and that she's allegedly just trying to save face, but of course it's all speculation, so we just gonna have to wait for it to be confirmed. As usual, people had their own thoughts about this, like this person who said, divorce is likely a business move to protect their assets. You can't be married to a hardcore criminal for this long and don't know anything that he's doing. Another person said, don't even try to play that Beyonce didn't know. She's just as guilty and gonna try to play the I didn't know nothing bullish. But now I wanna know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Beyonce allegedly leaving Jay Z? And do y'all really think she's innocent? Y'all been knew what to do? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.